Are you stuck wondering if it's time to leave your relationship? Whether it's toxic patterns, lack of communication, or simply growing apart, knowing when to walk away can be life-changing. In this video, we'll break down the key signs that it's time to move on, the psychological impact of staying too long, and how to leave gracefully. Stay tuned. This could be the advice you've been searching for. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you never miss out on our relationship advice and personal growth videos. Today, we're diving deep into a tough but important topic: when to leave a relationship. Be sure to drop a comment below if you've ever faced this struggle, or share your tips for those who might be going through it. You know, one of the most fundamental aspects of any human connection, especially a romantic relationship, is respect. It's the very bedrock upon which love, trust, and understanding are built. When we talk about respect, we're talking about feeling seen, heard, and valued for who we truly are. Think about it. How can you truly be connected to someone who doesn't value your thoughts, opinions, or feelings? Disrespect can show up in so many subtle ways: being constantly interrupted, having your opinions dismissed, or feeling belittled. Maybe you find yourself biting your tongue, afraid to share your true self for fear of judgment or criticism. Maybe there's a pattern of constant put-downs disguised as jokes, leaving you feeling small and insignificant. These seemingly small acts of disrespect can erode the foundation of your relationship over time, leading to a deep sense of loneliness and resentment. When respect is absent, it creates an environment where it becomes almost impossible to communicate effectively or feel truly safe with your partner. Remember, you deserve to be in a relationship where your thoughts, feelings, and opinions are valued. You deserve a partner who listens with an open heart and mind, even when there are disagreements. If you're constantly feeling disrespected, it's time to take a step back and ask yourself some hard questions about the future of the relationship. Let's talk about toxicity, because this is a big one. Toxic behaviors are like poison to a relationship, slowly chipping away at the love and trust you've built. These behaviors are often insidious, creeping in slowly until you realize you're trapped in a cycle of negativity and emotional turmoil. One of the most common forms of toxicity is manipulation. A manipulative partner might try to control you through guilt trips, making you question your own sanity, or twisting situations to make you feel responsible for their actions. They might isolate you from your support system, making you dependent on them for emotional validation. Another red flag is gaslighting, a particularly insidious form of emotional abuse, where your partner denies your reality, making you question your own memory and sanity. They might deny saying things you know they said, or downplay events that made you uncomfortable, leaving you feeling confused and doubting your own perceptions. Toxic behaviors can also manifest as constant criticism, explosive anger, or a complete lack of accountability for their actions. If you find yourself walking on eggshells, afraid to speak your truth or express your needs, it's a clear sign that toxicity has taken root in your relationship. Remember, you deserve to be in a relationship where you feel safe, respected, and emotionally secure. Love shouldn't hurt, and it certainly shouldn't leave you feeling broken or doubting your own worth. Let's be real. Relationships have their ups and downs. We all go through periods of stress, disagreements, and external challenges that can put a strain on our partnerships. But here's the thing: those challenging moments shouldn't define the entire relationship. If you find yourself chronically unhappy, dreading spending time with your partner, or feeling a constant sense of heaviness in the pit of your stomach, it's time to pay attention. It's easy to get caught up in the day-to-day routine of a relationship, but it's crucial to take a step back and ask yourself, is this relationship bringing me joy? Am I genuinely happy? When unhappiness becomes the norm rather than the exception, it's a sign that something fundamental is off. It might be a slow, gradual drift apart, a loss of shared interests, or a growing resentment that festers beneath the surface. Ignoring those feelings of unhappiness won't make them magically disappear. In fact, they'll likely intensify over time, leading to resentment, bitterness, and a complete disconnect from your partner. You deserve a relationship that lights you up from the inside out, a relationship that brings you joy, laughter, and a deep sense of fulfillment. Don't settle for a life of quiet desperation. If you're constantly unhappy, it's time to have an honest conversation with yourself and your partner about the future of the relationship. One of the most beautiful things about a healthy, loving relationship is the opportunity for growth. When we're with the right person, we feel supported, encouraged, and empowered to become the best versions of ourselves. We step outside our comfort zones, embrace new experiences, and evolve as individuals while nurturing the bond we share with our partner. But sometimes, we find ourselves in relationships that stifle our growth, leaving us feeling trapped and unfulfilled. Maybe you've stopped pursuing your passions, silenced your own voice, or shrunk yourself down to fit into a box that someone else has created for you. If you feel like you're constantly walking on eggshells, afraid to express your true thoughts and feelings, it's a sign that the relationship might be hindering your growth. Maybe you've lost touch with your own needs, constantly prioritizing your partner's desires over your own. A healthy relationship should feel expansive, not constricting. It should empower you to embrace your authentic self, quirks and all. If you feel like you're losing your sense of identity, your voice, or your dreams, it's time to reevaluate the relationship and its impact on your personal journey. Remember, you are worthy of a love that celebrates your individuality, encourages your growth, and supports your dreams. Don't settle for a relationship that diminishes your light. We all know that communication is the cornerstone of any healthy relationship, right? It's the bridge that connects two hearts, allowing us to share our joys, sorrows, dreams, and fears. But here's the thing about communication. It's not just about talking, it's about truly being heard, understood, and respected. If you've poured your heart and soul into communicating your needs, your concerns, and your desires, but your efforts are met with resistance, defensiveness, or outright dismissal, it's a major red flag. It's incredibly frustrating to feel like you're speaking different languages, your words falling on deaf ears. Maybe you've tried every communication technique in the book, from nonviolent communication to couples therapy, but nothing seems to change the patterns of disconnect. You're left feeling unheard, unseen, and emotionally exhausted from the constant cycle of miscommunication and unmet needs. Remember, you deserve a relationship where your voice matters, where your feelings are validated, and where your needs are met with empathy and understanding. Communication shouldn't feel like an uphill battle, a constant struggle to be heard. Think about the people in your life who light you up, who fill your cup, who leave you feeling energized and inspired after spending time with them. Now think about how you feel after interacting with your partner. Do they leave you feeling drained, depleted, and emotionally exhausted? It's a tough question to ask, but it's an important one. We all have different energy levels and emotional needs, but a healthy relationship should leave you feeling generally positive and uplifted, not constantly drained. If you find yourself dreading interactions with your partner, making excuses to avoid spending time together, or feeling a sense of relief when they're not around, it's a sign that something is amiss. It's like your emotional battery is constantly being drained, leaving you feeling depleted and disconnected. This emotional exhaustion can stem from various factors: constant conflict, a lack of emotional support, or the weight of carrying the relationship on your own. Whatever the reason, it's essential to pay attention to how your body and mind are reacting to the relationship. Sometimes we stay in relationships not because we're truly happy, but because we're afraid of what might happen if we leave. We cling to the familiar, even if it's no longer serving us, because the unknown feels too daunting, too terrifying to face. Maybe you're afraid of being alone, of starting over, of facing the judgment of others. Maybe you're worried about the financial implications of a breakup, or the impact it might have on your children. These fears are valid, and it's important to acknowledge them with compassion. But here's the thing: staying in a relationship out of fear is like choosing to live in a cage of your own making. You're sacrificing your own happiness, your own well-being, to avoid facing your fears. Remember, you are stronger than you think. You are capable of creating a beautiful, fulfilling life for yourself, even if it means stepping outside of your comfort zone. Don't let fear dictate your choices or hold you back from living a life that aligns with your values and desires. Leaving a relationship is never easy, but sometimes it's the bravest and healthiest choice you can make. If this video resonated with you, give it a thumbs up and share it with someone who might need this advice. Remember to subscribe for more relationship insights and personal growth tips. Until next time, take care of yourself. You deserve happiness.